Namaste to all. Here I am with another video relating to the bonus shares, and this is very important one. Uh, so let us see because which reserve to be used first, which reserve we need to use later, and if bonus ratio calculation is given, typically this is the problem with a twist in the problem. How much ratio is not said directly but through a hint. So let us see this problem, and similar problem is there in your exercise problems also. So let us see this illustration once. Following is the balance sheet. The following balances appears in the books of Mukund Limited. 80,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each fully paid up, and 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 8 per share paid. So unpaid is 2 rupees. This is 8 rupees paid out of 10. This is fully paid up. So there are two classes. One is fully paid up equity shareholders. Another class 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 8 rupees paid and 2 rupees unpaid. So partly paid up shares also there. Profit and loss account credit balance, that is P&L account balance we will say. Capital reserve, securities premium, capital redemption reserve, general reserve. Securities premium, capital reserve can be used for bonus shares, for the purpose of bonus shares we can use this one, but these two should not use for converting partly paid up shares to fully paid up. For conversion purpose, securities premium and capital redemption reserve cannot be used. Please remember this. So for getting this 2 rupees on 40,000, that is 40,000 into 2 rupees, 80,000, we should not use securities premium, capital redemption reserve. We can use any other reserve. Okay. We can use any other reserve. By way of bonus, dividend, partly paid up shares are converted into fully paid up shares. What they are saying? By way of bonus. I said bonus can be given in two ways. One is converting partly paid up shares into fully paid up. Another one directly issuing fully paid up bonus. So by bonus dividend, okay. So they are giving converting partly paid up shares into fully paid up. 2 rupees they are giving as bonus. And holders so allotted fully paid up shares in the same ratio. Means whatever the bonus you are giving to partly paid up shareholders, in the same ratio you will give for the fully paid up shareholders also. So bonus ratio is twisted here. It is decided to maintain the minimum reduction is made from free reserves. Free reserves means general reserve, P&L account. This minimum balance should be maintained in this account. We can use any other things for the purpose of bonus shares, they are saying. So let us see the problem relating to it. So what is the bonus ratio here? You are giving 2 rupees bonus for 8 rupees. अगर 8 रुपए पे करें तो or else we can write in this manner. For 8 rupees paid shareholders, you are giving 2 rupees as bonus. So what is the ratio? 2 ones are 2 4s are 4 is to 1. What is the fully paid up bonus shares? 80,000 of 10 rupees. So in this ratio, you will issue bonus shares. 80,000 into 1 by 4. So how many bonus shares can be issued? 4 1 the 4 2 the 8. 20,000 bonus shares will be issued of rupees 10 each. So 20,000 into 10, we require 2 lakhs. So 2 lakhs can be taken from where? For the purpose of, they said, use the free reserves lesser one. So I'll use 1 lakh from the capital redemption reserve, CRR. For bonus shares we can use, I said, capital redemption reserve, CRR 1 lakh, and we are having securities premium 70,000. So 1,70,000 is over. Remaining we can use from either capital reserve or general reserve. This is what we can do. Let us go for the general entries. For conversion, we require 80,000. For that you can use general reserve or P&L account. Okay. Let us see the illustration. General entries. So entire amount you can use from general reserve. He has used from P&L account 30,000. Remaining 50,000 general reserve they have taken. P&L account debit, general reserve account debit to bonus to shareholders account for converting partly paid up shares into fully paid up. So 40,000 into 2 rupees 80,000. From P&L account he has taken 30,000. From general reserve, free reserve 50,000 less. And share final call account debit to share capital account. Bonus to shareholders account debit to share final call. These are the general entries. For conversion purpose, these are for conversion of partly paid to fully paid. Next two general entries is for issue of bonus shares. From here I said we are having, we require 2 lakhs for bonus shares. Capital redemption reserve, securities premium 70,000, 1 lakh. Remaining 30,000 we have taken from general reserve. So 2 bonus to shareholders account 2 lakhs. Then general entry, remaining general entry, bonus to shareholders account to share capital. Bonus to shareholders account debit to share capital account. So this is how general entries we need to write. And here is the capital, here is the a holder of partly paid up shares 8 rupees gets 2 rupees as bonus. So fully paid up shareholders will get how much? That is what I said now. For 8 rupees paid you are getting 2 rupees. So bonus is to 1. That is what we did. And a note, only if they are realized in cash. Securities premium and capital reserve received in cash only. Received in use for issue of bonus shares. This is irritating little bit. So it is assumed that it is not received. It is not stated in the problem whether capital reserve is realized in cash or not. Hence, they are not considered for the issue of bonus shares. If you write note, if not given in the question, if you write the note that you have considered capital reserve is out of cash only, you can use that reserve also for the purpose of bonus shares. But you need to clearly mention what assumption you are taking, whether capital reserve is from received in the form of cash or not in cash. Here they consider it is not in cash, so they wrote the note. Similarly, we need to write. Okay. So same way here he has mentioned to utilize the it is minimum reduction in free reserves. Minimum reduction in free reserves. Minimum reduction in free reserves. That is why general reserve is a free reserve. First it is they have used this one, then they went for general reserve if required. Whereas if uh, it is not so, then the people will use general reserve first. They put P&L account in the last. So that is how it will be done. So hope you have understood the problem. Let us see one more so that which reserves are to be used, which reserves should not be used. All those things can be considered. See, this 10th question is similar to the problem which we did just now. This one, 10th problem. It is the same problem